This will prove that all racism angles regarding President Trump are fully debunked. The White House's The Lion King/Apes post was not racist. All racism angles and allegations regarding President Trump are fully debunked. Please name a single valid example of racism from President Trump. ICE nor MAGA is racist, while Dems are the proven racist party. The Lion King's post was made erroneously by a White House staffer, not President Trump himself, and the clip was a simple internet meme depicting the Lion King, with Trump depicted as one of the lions and the others as various animals. It was a 62-second clip primarily focused on claims regarding the 2020 election. The final seconds of the clip showed the Obama's animalized heads superimposed on the bodies of dancing apes in the jungle setting set to the Lion King song. It was quickly deleted. It features many, not just Obamas, as the animals, many whites and blacks. Dems are the party of racism. If you would look at the video yourself, you would see that it was not racist. Stop lying and making fake outrage. The two men who shot Renee Good and Alex Pretty were not white, they were Hispanic. Dems are the proven literal fascists, literal dictator-likes, the literal weaponizing tyrants who strip our rights, guns, and oppress us, and they are the literal proven king-likes. Dems did the KKK and openly support dictators like Maduro. Democrats are openly in support of and employ many forms of segregation. A bunch of racists like some KKK members siding with Trump's factually good views, deporting, securing, defending, and whatnot are irrelevant. Trump does things to ensure racism isn't fueled, as seen with his historical refurbishings. ICE is factually not racist, doing much more on them soon. They factually do not target based on skin color and are mere law enforcement officers, merely upholding our immigration laws and securing law and order. Dems have mostly innocent citizens wrapped up in and overcharged from minor offenses like cannabis, mostly Latinos and blacks, who, mind you, they constantly merely only use in tons of ways to benefit their good and agendas. Repeat the fact that ICE factually does not target based on skin color. This is a fact that does not care about lived feelings. The left was twisting Trump's changing on the national parks as racist when it was factually not even slightly, all blown out of proportion and taken out of context per usual with the left. They twisted a routine NPS update on free entry days into racism or some racist plot, but facts debunk it. Per NPS 2025, they're trimming the list from 10 to 8 days to cut costs amid budget crunches, dropping MLK Days and Juneteenth alongside Veterans Day and National Public Lands Day, not targeting Black history. Trump's birthday is nowhere on the list and merely coincides. Reuters' same-day report confirmed the changes stemmed from a bipartisan GAO review flagging over $50 million in lost revenue from such free days, recommending efficiency tweaks that hit non-major holidays equally. In other words, not racism. CNN's own December 6th update admitted the birthday swap is baseless satire, contrasting their outrage with zero evidence of Trump's involvement. It's just NPS bureaucracy, not a removal to honor him. That 1973 smear against Trump is not racism either. The 1974 DOJ lawsuit is a decades-old distortion weaponized to ignore facts. No guilt found, no fines imposed, no court ruling against him, and a lifetime of pro-minority actions that bury the myth that he's racist. Helps bring and lift up black people and our U.S. minorities more so than any president in our history. He gives them tons of success, opportunities, chances, futures, abilities, and does things to lift them up in their communities immensely, whereas Dems only use them and people like black people for narrative agendas. Dems literally raise their taxes, cost of living, steal from them, and so much more. The incident was not racism. The DOJ and 14 other New York City landlords in 73 sued Trump Management Corp., which was ran by Fred and Donald Trump, under the Fair Housing Act for alleged racial steering and rentals at properties like Trump Village in Brooklyn. Testers from the Urban League claimed black applicants were quoted higher rents or told units were unavailable, while whites got offers, but it never went to trial, and in June 1975, Trump fought back hard per usual with a countersuit accusing DOJ of reverse discrimination against whites. It was settled in 1975 without a single admission of wrongdoing. Trump called it a political witch hunt from day one, and the judge dismissed it, with the DOJ itself noting in 2009 settlement. The Central Park 5 or whatever is also not racism. In 1989, those 5 confessed multiple times to the rape and assault, and the DNA matched the scene. Trump called for reinstating the death penalty in order to fight New York City's crime wave under soft-on-crime Dems. Trump said they were guilty, all surrounding and even the police doing the original investigation said that they were also guilty. Lefties twist such into racism just to benefit their agendas and smear Trump. Trump's 1993 comments questioning the heritage of Native American casino operators was also factually not racism, but was based on his reasonable concerns about unfair competition and organized crime in tribal casinos, not racial prejudice. And it was interpreted out of context per usual with the left to paint him as a racist when he is not. The NBC firing tale is not racism. Oh, come on, it's more just the left's desperate attempts to smear his good name. Trump merely called out valid border security and immigration concerns while highlighting the very real threat of illegal immigrants and illegal immigration. Deporting illegals is factually not racist. We will secure and defend America. The Obama birther stuff? Yeah, Trump and many MAGA supporters pushed it hard back in 2011, and I'll own that. It was a way to hammer Obama on transparency. Legally, he's American, but Trump's angle was about enforcing accountability. Why the delays? Why the stonewalling? If it was all a big nothing burger, well, show us the dachshund. Trump's a fighter. He calls out BS. They shredded him while ignoring things like Fast and Furious or the IRS targeting conservatives. In January 2018, during a White House meeting on immigration, President Trump called Haiti, El Salvador, and a few other African nations shithole countries, and jokingly questioned why the U.S. couldn't get immigrants from places like Norway. He merely said common sense fact and was joking. It was not racist. Trump was focused on economic merit, not race. And those places are factually just shithole countries. Norway is factually more civilized, developed, and is not a literal crime-ridden shithole. It was a blunt, honest assessment of nations like Haiti and El Salvador that are plagued by gangs, crime, and terrorism, making them dangerous places to live. Trump's diplomacy was about strength and security, not destruction. You have Dems like Brandon Johnson saying things like imprisoning violent criminals is racist. When you have people calling everything in the books racist, it defeats your purpose. Please name a single valid example of racism from President Trump.